What's up, agents, and welcome back to another Division video where we're going to talk about the very controversial, it seems extremely controversial, in fact, determined talent. Now, every time I kind of release a video I talk about determined, the comments are such a mixed bag. So don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to help support the channel. And let's get straight into it. Right, so some of you might or might not be aware that there are two versions of determined in the game right now. One being regular determined and two being perfect determined. Now, you might say, Tickle, so what? There's loads of other talents in the game that give, you know, regular and perfect versions, and that you would be correct. But when you take a look at the perfect version, after killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on an enemy will be granted a critical headshot. While the talent is active, killing an enemy will no longer re-trigger the talent. And that's right. All right, that's right. And the profit actually works exactly like it says. There's no kind of misinterpretation there or anything like that. They've changed the descriptions a bunch of times. It does say while the talent is active, killing an enemy will not re-trigger the talent. So that's kind of what you expect, right? So we'll flip to my harvest. Now my harvest has regular determined on. Now, as you can see, the description there is a little bit different, and that's where things start to get a little bit confusing. So what I'll do is I'm going to open Snippy tool. We're going to take a snip and we're going to look at perfect determined, and then we're going to look at regular determined side by side. So as you can see there, so after killing an enemy with a headshot, the next shot landed on an enemy will be guaranteed a headshot, and that's it. So, hang on. I don't know how, if I've got a really small brain or a really big brain, but to me that reads that the perfect version just isn't as good, because once you've used it once, it's gone forever until you re-trigger it. The regular version, we can just re-trigger as many times as we want. How is that the right way around? If anything, you would think the regular version would be the one that disappears straight away if that's how they wanted it to work, and the perfect version would be the one that can constantly re-trigger, meaning that we would have to use it on a weapon that they choose. So if you, I don't know if you've seen anything recently, the harvest is wild, right? Look at it in comparison to a regular, there's not a lot of difference in damage, and the D50 is getting smacked in the next patch, and the harvest is getting a buff. So the harvest is huge right now, especially if you manage to pick one up, because the last event was sketchy. And if you manage to pick one up with damage target or cover, just call yourself in a winner down below in my comments right now. So what I'm going to do is, I've got a pistol build on right now, and I will show it at the end for people that are interested in. But let's just pulse this bad guy here, and I'm not even going to, let's just straight for the headshot. So there we go, right? So just a casual 16.7 million near enough. Sorry, Frambot, I'm still in the middle of recording. And now I'm going to shoot the chest, right? And that is cool. 27 million. Yeah, no shout. No worries. I'm going to shoot it again for 12.9 million. I'm going to shoot it again for 12.9 million. And I am now loving life, right? Any body shot, any leg shot, any big toe shot. And it really doesn't, you know, if I can hit the target, thanks, target, it's just easy peasy. The game is super easy at that point. So let's switch to the profit, right? So although my expertise is, you know, not as good, it's 11% less. It's only 11% actual damage. So like, who cares? So there we go, on the head. This should be good. We had no holster bonus that time. That's why the damage numbers looked a little bit different. But again, we got determined. So I'm going to hit for the body. Cool. Now determined is gone. So if I hit for a body now, oh, I did still kill it, right? But I only hit for 8.4 million. Oh, hang on. Now we're in bags of trouble. Meaning you've got to proc something, either your holster or your pulse. And you'll see what happens next. It's gone again. And it's absolutely useless. So you would never, ever use the perfect version. The perfect version is so much more, I mean, inferior in comparison to the regular version, which you can put on absolutely anything. So it kind of feels like they were talking about fixing it and they changed just the perfect version, and I don't know if they feel like they've done that right or they've done that wrong and it was meant to just be a, you know, the other way around. But The regular version is just superior, as you can see. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video was really, what do you guys think in the comments? Determined does make a mockery of a lot of the other headshot type builds in the game. In fact, it just does, right? And the stats and everything like that are now skew with, because people are running around shooting people in the little fingers and getting on the headshot leaderboard, right? So the headshot leaderboard nowadays is just a gimmick. It's, you know, there's no real stats there because of Determined. And don't forget, you can put this on a shotgun, you can put this on a sniper rifle, you can put it on a rifle and run around like, you know, with an M700 and have a really, you know, kind of fun time, right? I'm not gonna lie, it is fun, but it trivializes, got that word out, the entire kind of sniper plot to the game, right? It just makes it so there is zero skill needed to them at all. And maybe that's because, you know, marksman rifles in this game, aside from a couple of them, I'm looking at you, Nemesis, M700 and stuff and things like that, unless you're really good with them, you know, they're the only good ones. Every other sniper rifle in the game's trash, but you put Determined on it and it gives a few of them a good fighting chance. SR1, for instance, and things like that are pretty good right now, and they're, you know, with Determined on, and they're only going to get better in the next patch if that's what goes through. But Determined is still there, meaning that they're even better because Determined is there, and you can, like we've said a million times before, the joke's old now, you can shoot somebody in the pinky toe and they will die as if you shot them right in the middle of the forehead with a huge amount of damage. And really what I wanted to do was to, you know, it's been, and I think the devs have kind of just said it's working as intended. No matter how many times people kind of report this, they've said that Determined is working as intended. And I'm not sure if there's, you know, a communication issue here where we've got it wrong and this is how perfect Determined is meant to be. But, you know, you would always assume that the perfect version would be better. And I kind of want to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Are you an avid user of Determined? Do you use it every day? It's certainly good for some GEs that are annoying. You can kind of rifle some stars out without having to think about the GE. So it's kind of good in that respect. Do you hate it being in the game? You think it makes a mockery of marksman rifles and sniping in general? What do you think? Do you not care? You know, you might be like, I don't care if it's in the game. I'll use it if I want to. I won't use it. You know, it makes no difference to me. But let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's always a very, very hot topic when I make any kind of video with it in. And for me, I'm kind of on the fence, right? I understand what it's doing to the game, but I understand how it can make the game especially easier for sniping, especially, you know, and this is not me saying anything bad about controller players, but it really does lift the bar for controller players to kind of give them, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? There's less room for error, right? Because they can, if they go for the head and they hit a shoulder, it's still going to work. So, you know, not saying mouse and keyboard is more accurate, but generally it is, unless someone's really good with a controller, and it kind of forgives that a little bit as well. So there's other aspects to this, and that's really why I wanted to make the video. You know, it's not changing as of the PTS just gone. It's staying the same. We tested it, so it'd definitely be interesting if it rolls out and stays like this. Maybe it's going to stay like this forever. Let's face it, it's been around a long time now. It might be one of them things that they fix in another 6 years time and they're like, hang on, why fix it now? It's been around for so long. But I'm definitely interested to know what you guys think in the comments down below. If you wanted to see the build I was running, it's very similar to one I put out the other day for the Harvest pistol. We're running the punch drunk and everything's just rolled headshot and weapon handling, right? We've got the gift with perfect Vigi, contractors with headshot, foxes with headshot. Just pause the video as well if you need to. A chain killer with perfect headhunter. I think I mentioned the punch drunk, and then the Dodge City, not that swear word, holster, because it used to be a running joke that this was rubbish. Naturally, it's pretty good for this. And then whatever you want skills wise, you know, you're gonna need a shield for sure. Keep yourself protected unless you're, you know, you're John Wicking it, because we're not running Banshee Pulse or anything like that. But maybe flip to Banshee Pulse if you want, if you're not bothered about the extra accuracy from the TAC 50. That's going to be it for the build, for the video. It wasn't really a build video. It was more, let's have a look at, you know, what you guys think. And you can see here, 238% headshot damage. Yeah, so that's going to be it for the video. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. I really would appreciate the sub to the channel if you don't already. And tune in to me on Twitch. Hit me up with a follow over there on the 29th, because the drops are here. And just come and chill and let me know what you think about the Division for a few hours as well. That'd be cool. See you in the next one. Bye bye.